Welcome back to another video. It's your girl Katrina Lene, and today I have a story time for y'all. So get your popcorn, get your snacks, whatever you may need to sit tight, okay? Okay, let's get into it. Swam now with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. So this happened in 2021, and it was 4th of July night, that whole night. Basically, my sister called me and she's like, hey, you wanna come hang out with me and my boyfriend? And it was just like a bunch of them. And I was single at the time, so I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do. Come, what we getting into? So we link up, we having a grand old time, we taking pictures, because we had like some cute little outfit on, not really, but like I was like 18, it was cute. But we had our little outfits taking pictures, and we're like, okay, what's next? And if you know Toledo, like if you're from Toledo and you know, it was them Lawrence parties. So it was a street and they would throw like big block parties. The whole city would come out. I don't know why we came out, but we all would be out there on Lawrence, chilling, hanging out, whatever. And that night, 4th of July night, they happened to have a party. And we went. But we're like, we already know the vibe, so it was kind of iffy at first, because like, we know how stuff goes down when you go to them parties. Anyways, we end up getting in a car. We like, cool, we about to drive by, see what the vibe is, whatever. So we're driving there, listen to our music. We turned up, like, okay, we just gonna drive. If the vibes ain't feeling right, we gonna leave. We get there, it's like hella people. So we literally just drive through the street. And they're, you know, like the Scats, SRT, them type of cars. I don't really know too much about them type of cars, but that's the type of car her boyfriend had. And we was in his car. So everyone's like, smoke it out, smoke it out, smoke it out. I don't know what they do. They push on the brake and all the smoke comes out. I don't know. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. But that's what they was doing. And we really just stayed in the car because we're like, it's too many people. We already know how this stuff goes down. Either shootings, fights, something's going to happen. So we just drive through. Everyone's like, hey, what's up, whatever. So we drive through. It's like a whole block of just people everywhere. And they're enjoying it. Everyone's lit, having a grand old time. So like, yeah, do it again, do it again, do it again. So he keeps doing it, whatever. I don't know. We felt like the vibe just was not it. So we're leaving. We're like, okay, we made it through the whole block. We're like, are we going to go park? Are we going to, like, what are we going to do? Are we going to leave? So we chose to just leave. So we left. I don't know what time it was. It was probably like, we wasn't there long. That whole, like, smoking out the engine or whatever was like 10 minutes, if that. So after we leave, we're just driving around, joyriding, trying to figure out what our next move's going to be. Because it's like 12 a.m., maybe 1 a.m. Really, we should have probably went home, but whatever, we didn't. So we pull up to a gas station. We're getting snacks or what have you. I don't know. He goes in. So my sister's boyfriend, he goes in. And me and my sister are just in the car. My sister's facing me and I'm facing the front. We're talking or on our phones doing whatever we're doing. And I see him with his hands up. So I'm like, what is he doing? So she looks. Then we're like, okay. So I look out my window. She looks out her window. It's police right there with guns out. So we're like, hold up. What just happened? We just went to this little party, drove through. We didn't even get out. Like, what just happened within them little 20 minutes, however long it was. So all you hear is, get out the cars. Anybody in the car? Because the windows are like super tinted, so they can't see us. They was like, unlock the door. So she reaches over, unlocks the door. No sudden moves. So we're like, okay. And I don't even play with the police. Like, y'all handle y'all business. I don't got nothing against them, but me personally, I don't want to mess with them. No, not at all. And then I'm on my phone. They're like, drop the phone, put your hands up. So I drop it, put the hands up. Then they finally open the door. And they're like, keep your hands up, come out the car. So she gets out her door, I get out my door. And they literally just have their guns pointing at us. I'm like, yo, like, what just happened? But so we're like, okay. So we get out the car. They pull me all the way to the back. And then she's like by the car. And he's like in the front of the car. And they're like questioning us and stuff. And then I'm sure they smelled like the aroma of gas. And whatever, so that's automatic. To search the car, whatever. There was like a roach in the cup holder. So like, oh my goodness, please not let this be the day we go to jail. Not at all. I'm a fresh 18. I do not want to go to jail. And my birthday is in April and this is July. Like, I just turned 18. Like, I'm trying to have a summer, you know. I was so scared. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I know I ain't do nothing. So like, what's up? What you want? So they pull me back there. They separate us all basically. So I'm in the back and they're like, so where'd you guys just come from? Basically question us a whole bunch. Where I'm like, we was just driving around. They're like, no, where'd you come from? I'm like, we was driving around. And then they're like, you just came from somewhere, right? I'm like, we went to a party. Where was the party? Why were you guys there? I'm like, it was like a block party on Lawrence Street. Oh, you was on Lawrence Street, really? I guess a shooting has transpired literally like a little bit after we left. So good thing we did decide to go. So they're like, oh, y'all was on Lawrence. Okay, so it might be y'all. It might be y'all. And I do have a video, y'all, so I'm going to show y'all a little bit of the video. You can't see me, but you see him and her. So they're like, well, this is what the officer's talking to me about. I don't know what they're talking to them about. So she's like, oh, you guys were on Lawrence. So what happened on Lawrence? I'm like, we literally just drove by. We didn't even get out our cars. They was, you know, they had the Hellcat or whatever, SRT, SCAT, whatever it is. I don't know the difference. And so they was smoking it out, whatever. We literally drove by, didn't get out the car, and that was that. We left. Oh, really? Why is your friends over there telling a different story? Because the cop left. Because I'm like, bro, I didn't do nothing. I'm telling you what happened. Like, what else do you want me to tell you? Because she keeps questioning me. I'm like, bro, I told you what happened. Like, what else do you want me to do? So she talks to her little friend or whatever. She comes back over like, are you sure that's what happened? I'm like, that's literally what happened. She's like, well, they're not saying the same thing. I'm like, bro, how aren't they? That's literally where we just came from. That's literally what just happened. We did not do anything more or less. So after that, she just keeps going on and on about me not telling the correct story or me not saying what really happened. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to stop talking. Clearly, you're not taking my word. So what am I here talking to you for? So I stopped talking to her. She's trying to talk to me. I'm just like, whatever. I don't want to hear it. Whatever. So finally, they're like, and we smell marijuana in the car, so we're going to have to check the car. And we're like, okay. Well, I'm like, okay, whatever. Go ahead, check the car. And obviously, they're like, go check the car, whatever. What I hadn't known was they had a you know, in the trunk. And I'm like, after the fact, I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. Imagine if she would have found that. I mean, ain't nothing happened like with it, so like whatever. But still, it's besides the point. It would make us look even more bad. But so they checked the car, whatever. They checked the trunk. It was like wrapped up in a blanket or something. They didn't find it. I don't know how. I still be thinking like, how didn't you find that? If you would have found that, it would have took a whole turn. I mean, even though we didn't do nothing, it's like, you know, it's besides the point. And basically, they was getting us because they got tipped that it was a red car that was shooting up whatever, you know. So that's why I guess they were following us the whole time, and they seen us pull into the gas station, so that's where they tried to get us. But we literally didn't do nothing. So it was in the trunk. They went through it. They claimed they didn't find nothing. So they're like, well, you guys are all telling the same story, so you guys are good. And we're like, we know, like, thank you. Can you let us out? They're like, I'm going to ask you one more time what happened, basically. And she just keeps, like, nagging. At one point, another officer came up to me asking what happened, what transpired, and I'm telling them the same thing because literally, that's what happened. I don't even play like that. I'm not going to hit licks or whatever people be doing. And then, like, these parties, it's a neighborhood at the end of the day. Like, I don't want to be in nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, bro, nothing happened. I don't know what you want me to do. It is what it is. Basically, finally, she let us go. Me and my sister were literally just texting about the whole situation. I'll upload the screenshots. But let me see. Oh, they talking about why you scared. They really was like, you're shaking, are you scared? First of all, it's cold. It's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. by now. Yeah, we're cold. We have shorts on and a little shirt. That's why we're shaking. We're cold. And then she talked about that one. Oh, no, that don't matter. Her boyfriend hated me, but she talked about that's the only time he tolerated me. I just couldn't believe it. It was like crazy because I really do not get into that. And for you to put some crazy stuff on me, or not even on me, but just the people I'm with, like, that definitely will affect me. If that was to transpire and I was there, I basically did it. If I'm with you, I basically did it. So I ain't tolerating none of that. But yeah, that was really crazy because we just was going out to have a good time. We knew the vibes wasn't good off rip, so we decided not to even stay. And we still get tangled up in some mess. And yeah, there was people all around while we're getting detained, recording, going live. And that's embarrassing. Like, that's really embarrassing. Oh, yeah, that was pretty much the whole story. Yeah, nothing else happened. And then I was going through my Snapchat memories. And I posted I saved a video on my Snapchat, and I was like, the night I just had, I had to take my ass home. Cause for real, that was like so uncalled for, so unnecessary, killed my whole vibe. I just want to go home, take a shower, and go to sleep. Because why would you ever think we was doing stuff like that, just like free shooting, and then gonna be in the car just joyriding like nothing happened? Like, I don't know, I guess some people are like, but like, no, I don't get into that. But that's basically the whole story, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Have y'all ever been in a situation where a police officer or like try to pin something on you that you know you didn't do? Let me know. Love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you guys want more story times. I really have a lot to talk about, but then it's like, I don't know what exactly to talk about, if that makes sense. So yeah, y'all, we got the story out, got straight to it. Yeah, I love y'all, and there's more to come for sure. Can you guys tell me what content ideas? Like, I feel like vlogs right now are like kind of boring because like y'all don't know me yet, so we need to talk a little bit more before I start trying to show y'all what I do, because I'm pretty boring. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Love y'all. Peace.